If you've got 5 minutes, you have time to make this easy overnight focaccia. It's so delicious. Let's start with our dry ingredients. To a large bowl, you're going to add bread flour, instant yeast, and fine sea salt. Stir that all together so that all of our ingredients are well incorporated. Next, you'll add some warm water. This is going to hydrate the dough and activate that yeast. Now, I'm using what's called a Danish dough whisk to mix up this dough. You can definitely just get in there with your hands and pinch this dough together. You want to make sure there's no dry bits of flour remaining. At this point, your dough should be feeling really wet and sticky. To another bowl, you're going to drizzle in some extra virgin olive oil and you'll pour all of your dough into that container. Drizzle on just a little bit more olive oil and you're going to turn your dough so that all the sides are coated in that olive oil. Go ahead and just round out the sides. We want a nice smooth top before we place the lid on. Let your dough rest for 30 minutes before placing it in the refrigerator overnight. And the next day, you'll see that your dough is nice and elastic. It's risen to double in size and it's nice and bubbly. Go ahead and grab a baking sheet. Now this is a 13 by 18 inch baking sheet. You're gonna coat this with more olive oil. Make sure that the bottom and all the sides are well coated. Turn your risen dough onto that oiled baking sheet and then you're gonna flip it over so that the smooth side is on the top. And now it's time to stretch your dough out. Now we want this dough to eventually fill the entire pan. At first, it may kind of spring back and resist you a bit. If that's the case, you can go ahead and cover your dough and let it sit and rest for about 5 to 10 minutes. When you come back to it, you'll see that the gluten in your dough has relaxed and it's much easier to stretch your dough and have it stay in place. Now be super gentle here. You can even place the dough on the back of your hands and stretch it apart with your knuckles. You want to make sure that you're being very careful not to tear your dough. Now it's time for the final rise. Let your dough puff up until it reaches at least the top of your pan. And now for the fun part, we get to dimple our dough. Go ahead and oil your fingers and gently press into the dough with all of your fingertips. Press all the way down to the surface of the pan. Dimpling the dough prevents the focaccia from rising too quickly in the oven. It also expels some of that air from the interior of the dough. This is when we see those beautiful air bubbles pop up. It's so gorgeous, but also serves a great purpose. It's almost time to bake our focaccia, but first we need to add our toppings. I always add sea salt flakes for extra flavoring, and then my favorite herb to add to focaccia is dried rosemary. The fun part about focaccia is you get to add whatever you like. Bake until it's nice and golden. You're going to place it directly onto a wire cooling rack and then brush on some extra virgin olive oil. Use a metal spatula to release the focaccia from your baking sheet. Place it onto a cooling rack and let it cool for about 10 minutes before slicing it up. You will love how tall and fluffy this focaccia bakes up. It's so soft, but the outside is super crispy. It's so rich and delicious. Adding an overnight rise to this focaccia gives it a really great texture and amazing flavor. Focaccia is so easy to make. It's a great recipe for a beginner bread maker, but experienced bakers will love it too. Find the recipe below and make sure you subscribe for more recipes.